Well, hi, TripsPlus Medical Volunteers. It's Justin Pagotto here, and I'm here with my co-founder of TripsPlus, Kuya Mario Podestades, and we'd like to just give you a bit of an update about the medical mission that's coming up in January. We're so thankful that you're coming and you're giving your skills, and it's going to be an amazing time of really establishing a baseline medical assessment for people who really need it, the poorest of the poor. So we're so thankful for you, and we want to communicate well with you. So welcome, Kuya Mario.
Hello. Good day to everyone.
So the first question I wanted to ask you is, so tell us how the 2019 Tacloban Medical Voluntour came to be.
Right. It was almost 2 years ago now since we first made contact with Operation Blessings. We had a number of meetings with them, and every time that I go there, I was being inspired by what they are doing. And at one time, I told them, "What is your what's really your dream when it comes to Palanog?" Because they are doing some good things in Palanog. So, what is your dream? And I actually shared with them the medical mission that my brother and my sister-in-law are doing in Florida, and I was actually inspired by that. So I would like to replicate that in the Philippines. And during our discussion with Operation Blessings, they actually told us that really they want to have a medical mission in Palanog, Tacloban City.
Great. And so Tacloban was the area which was devastated by Hurricane Yolanda in 2013.
Yes.
And I know we talked a bit about it, but my head still can't get around the fact that 14 million people, which is Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Perth. Imagine all of us in those four cities being homeless pretty much overnight. And that's what happened about 5 years ago. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think the whole Visayas has been devastated, which is Palanog is one that was it actually the center of that. So yeah, it's like that.
So it was devastating. So people lost their lives as well. Industries were destroyed. And so that's what excites me, that we're actually going into an area of devastation and bringing hope and light, which is, really a big part of TripsPlus vision, is to be involved in transforming communities. So tell us about Operation Blessing. Who are they? How long have they been around? And, why did we choose to partner with them?
Well, since its inception, I think they have been in operation since 1996. Operation Blessing has inspired change in the lives of more than, I believe, 1 million people from all over the Philippines. It's through medical and disaster response missions, community, and I think some children's programs, also skills and training, and some livelihood training, and also water sanitation projects. So that's their main trust. Wherever there's a disaster in the Philippines, they are there.
We didn't want to be a part, go in and do all the work ourselves. TripsPlus heart is to collaborate. So our job was to mobilize people and then to work with locals on the ground. And Operation Blessing have won the NGO of the Year twice, which is no mean feat in the Philippines. And when there's a disaster, they're the second people in after the army. That's how respected they are. So just to give you a feel for the type of organization you'll be working with, at the Medical Voluntour. So, Mario, you've been to Palanog. Can you describe to our medical professionals who are coming a bit more about the area? What's it like? Describe it, paint a picture, please, of the area.
Well, Palanog is one of the place where you can say that it's all lush green. Okay, looking at the whole place, Palanog is composed of many barangays, and we will only concentrate on 3 of them. But last July, I visited Palanog, and I visited also Operation Blessings housing project. It's called Community of Hope. And Community of Hope is in Palanog, Tacloban. And when I visited them, okay, the whole area of Palanog has no water system. They have their own, you know, the water that they can just, they are pumped. There's small pumping stations being pumped by people if they would like to get water. You know, they are also been given by some by Operation Blessings and some by other organization. And yeah, Community of Hope is in Palanog, and we will be visiting them. Okay, it's one of the barangays that we will be visiting. So I'm really, what do you call it, excited to go back there and bring some of the medical professionals so that they can be blessed and they can be helped.
And just for our listeners, excited in Tagalog is nasasabik. So teaching you a little bit. I am learning Tagalog, so I can love to practice where I can. So number 4, so tell us about, you know, we're running these 3 one-day medical clinics. Paint a picture of what will it look like. So we're getting up at what time, and then we're staying in Tacloban, which is the capital of Leyte. How long is it going to take us to get to Palanog? And then what's a typical day going to look like?
All right, we are going to do the medical mission in one of the barangay. They have a barangay hall. I hope that it will be in the middle of the tree so that it's not so much for the patients to come and be checked by our medical personnel. So that barangay most probably is maybe about 30 to 35 minutes ride, maybe less, from our hotel. Our hotel is located in the city, and it's just like just a short drive to the barangay hall that we're going to use. Now, in the barangay hall, we will make sure that everything will be there, and we will have a ground troops. Most of them are local, probably people that will try to help us. Some of them come from local government. Some of them comes from Operation Blessings. They have an office there, and some of them probably comes from church organization. So we will be working with them, and they will make sure that our medical mission will start on time, maybe about 9 o'clock in the morning, and we will finish by about 4:30 to 5. But in between, we will have our merienda. In the Philippines, we have a snack, probably coffee at 10 o'clock or 10:30. We call it merienda in the Philippines. And then lunch, we probably will do some of the Filipino food like adobo and some other stuff and some veggies.
Yeah, that adobo is chicken and pork in like a vinegary sauce. It's delicious. Masarap is the word for delicious, but yeah, it's beautiful.
And also in the afternoon, we will have another merienda, which probably will be some banana Q and turon. And they are,
turon.
You will like it, and some other fruits that we can gather. So that's the one. And then we will be there for 3 days, and we are hoping with the local doctors also and nurses that will be with us, we are hoping that we will have at least maybe 700 patients that we can see, and lives being to be impacted by us and by the local doctors and nurses.
And I think it's fair to say as well that, you know, the first trip is always the hardest. And
yeah,
one of the things is there hasn't been a baseline medical assessment made in this community. So we're really starting at ground zero. So, you know, it's doing things that's never been done before. So whilst that's more difficult, and it's also more rewarding because we can start something. These people literally have never had any medical treatment, and that's so exciting.
Yeah. We also preparing some people that will interpret for us. So there will be interpreters. So don't worry if the people cannot talk to you guys. We have interpreters that will be able to help us. So that is a good thing.
That's right. Hindi dalabhasa ipero, which means I don't speak like an expert Tagalog, so don't worry about it, gang.
Yeah.
And for the non-medical people on the trip, so I know there's the TripsPlus team, non-medical people plus Hitesh, and also Matt and Jess's kids. So we love that you're coming as well. And so there's going to be plenty of jobs for everyone to do as well. So we'll be allocating jobs that the non-medical people can do as well. So lastly, Mario, you know, we're in early December now. So what's the lead up in the process? What are you working with Operation Blessing to get all the logistics done? Where to?
Well, I have almost weekly meeting with Dr. Carmi, who will be our main coordinator in Tacloban. And she is based in Manila, but she will be going there on the 10th to the 13th of December to make sure everything is okay. And we're working on the budget, and we're working on the list of medicines that we need, and we are working on vans that will make sure that we have something there to transport us between hotels and our venue, and also the menu that we are going to enjoy, you know, the food that we're going to enjoy, everything, so that I would like it to be seamless experience for everyone, and also for our patients also, and also for the volunteers locally, as well as us who's going there. So I'm really, really excited in this project.
Absolutely. And you know, I think it's going to be so rewarding to have put a footprint there. And that's, I just want to encourage everyone, you know, go with an open mind. When you go to the third world, in the developing world, things don't always work as smoothly as they do in Australia. So this will be my 5th trip to the Philippines in 2 years. And, you know, the first trip or two, I got a little bit frustrated that things weren't like they were at home. But put that to the side and know that, you know, some things will go wrong, some things will be slower, but take it all in its stride and we'll have a great time. And
yes,
and you know, afterwards as well, TripsPlus places a big emphasis on joy and loving life. And so that's why, rather than going home straight away, we're going to go down and see some of the sites of Leyte. Leyte is actually a poorer part of the Philippines, so we could have got on a plane and gone to one of the more touristy places, but we actually decided we would invest in the state of Leyte and put money into the economy. So Leyte is a stunning place. So we're going to a place called Calagaman Peninsula, which is where 2 peninsulas water meet. So we'll be going right in the middle of 2 on a sandbar with water on both sides and soaking that up, and then going to the Camotes Islands. But travel takes a while in the Philippines, but we're going to show you around and stop and show you the local markets on the way as well. So we're going to have a great time. So thank you, Mario. It's been a pleasure to do this first update, and we'll do some more. We'll do some with Dr. Kami. We'll do some with you as well. And thank you so much for organising all the logistics behind the scenes and preparing the way so that our medical team can come and do a fantastic job. So I salute you, and you look forward to picking up everyone from the airport in January.
Yes, I will be the one to do that.
And also Judith, our other team member. Judith is our TripsPlus guide, and then also Krisha and I will join you on the Monday because we are going down to visit Mindanao and doing a project down there in the first day while you guys are coming into Manila. So we're looking forward to seeing you, and talk soon.
Bye.